Hi guys, this is Sam from Scenes Productions, the director and the editor of the music video. Today I'm going to be doing a director's commentary over the video, explaining why I made such decisions and things like that. So we start the video off with our logo, with the Disciples logo and then our logo. Obviously this was just like standard codes and conventions of a music video, so that's why we done that. The logo is literally hand drawn. I hand drew it. It's just the S and the P together. We thought it was quite unique, quite original, so we just put that in there. It starts off with Dave in bed, and then it fades to white to kind of show that it's a dream. Like obviously as the video goes on, you see at the end that he wakes up from the dream. Then we start off with Monday, and it shows Dave in the office just flicking through papers. Goes to Tuesday. You can see, like, with his facial expression, you can see that he's quite annoyed at like the repeating cycle that's going on, like the way he looks at the person that walks past and throws the files on his desk. And then as it goes on to the Friday, you can see he's just had enough, like, yeah, the middle fingers, and then clearing things off his desk and walking out. It just shows that he's had enough, and that's him leaving the office, as you can see. And then the next shot is when actually I make my first appearance in it, but obviously you don't get to see my face, and that is when we first introduce the poster, or like the little leaflet. And then obviously you see Dave as he walks down the stairs, he throws it away, like completely disregarding it, and that's the first time that he's seen it, so he's doesn't really know what to expect of it. And we just left we left the shot in there of it on the floor just for like some emphasis that this is going to be something big throughout the video. Then we have Dave lip syncing in the classroom with people with their heads down. And then we have everyone bobbing, not in time to the music, but as I think anyone that has ever tried to direct a music video or edit one would know that it's incredibly hard to get 9 teenage boys within the video all bobbing their head at the same time. Like this less than 10-second shot took us at least 45 minutes to get right, to get it to this level, and it's not the level that we wanted it at, but at the same time it was hard enough for us to get it to this level. So after reshooting it twice already, we thought that this was a level we was like not happy with, but accepted. Every time we got feedback, this shot was mentioned in it for its originality, which was something, which is why we left it in. Then it goes on to Dave leaving school, and it cuts. It like skips forward in time with the music. He doesn't leave school. Sorry, he's leaving the office. But obviously we shot on the school site. So, and then we see the second introduction of the leaflet again. Dave sees it on a car, which is just like, it's just kind of like we're reintroducing it again, just like kind of like making the first mystery of what is this and why has he seen it twice now. Then we have the time-lapse clip of the train coming in, people getting off, people getting on to the train, kind of like speeding up that Dave's now got on a train and he's off it. The next clip then shows Dave walking down the stairs, like from getting off the train, and on the Oyster card, like touch meter, he sees another leaflet. So that's again just like showing, like by this point you can even see in Dave's expression, he's like, what is this, why have I seen this 3 times now? And obviously when I gave it to him at the start of the video, it's sort of things like the audience should be now thinking like, what is this, why do we keep seeing this, like what does this have to do with Dave? Which obviously becomes explained later as the video goes on. And then when you see Dave leaving the station, he like begins to run. And then we next see him, like, we fast forward, and it's like, we see Dave at the house. We did have a shot in between then, which was Dave running down the road, but because like our limited hardware, we kind of had to just change it so that it went to Dave just like basically fast forwarding, which in the end it worked out a lot better because some of the shots were just way too dark, and it sort of brought down, and like they were way too dark and they were also way too long, so it kind of brought down like the pace of the video, which was something that we thought really affected it. And we've got like now Dave back at his house, and there's one stator light stuck to the door. So now like alarm bells are ringing in Dave's head. He's thinking, right, what is this? Why is this now on my front door? Like, he thought it was following him outside of the house and around his workplace, and around his way of travel, but now it's on his house. But it's only on the outside, so he thinks if he gets in, he could be safe. One thing that we left in that obviously, like for the whole music video, all you hear is obviously they don't know the song by the Disciples, but we left in, it's quite discreet, but if you listen to it, you can hear it. It's the ripping of the sellotape on the door. We thought that was quite a nice touch, and it was like something outside of the music video. We see Dave in his house, like he's just kind of like sunk to the floor, and then he sees a light on, and he goes towards the light, and then it's the hooded character again sitting in the kitchen. It changes again, as in like Dave and then this masked character having like a face off. But what we decided was to make it a bit more obvious, because obviously no one's seen my character with the mask on yet. We'd kind of do flashbacks, and then it kind of links these leaflets being to Dave is like kind of being followed by this masked character. That's like the kind of link up between the two, and this like the mystery is kind of solved. Like showing the flashbacks in between this, like intercutting between the two, shows that they are linked, and like this masked character is the one that's been leaving all of these leaflets everywhere, and Dave has kind of been stalked the whole time. So we see Dave waking up again, and that is kind of like the audience remembers, oh wow, it was all just a dream, like this, none of this was real. But then that is when we was first coming up with the idea, we kind of wanted, or I thought that it should all kind of be a dream, when we got our inspiration from the Nicky Romero and Avicii song, I think is I Could Be the One. When we watched that video, we saw at the end the woman wakes up, and her life, what happens was all just a dream. And so that's where we kind of got the inspiration for this, like the whole thing just being a dream. But then we thought we could take it, like when we first shot all of that, we got it so Dave woke up, and then when he woke up, he saw like the golden mask in the room. But we kind of thought that it felt like it was a cop out, like we'd done it, but at the same time it was sort of like, oh, it's just like really cliche. He wakes up, sees a mask. Was it real? Was it not? So we decided then to add a bit more story to it. Dave goes back out, like to see if it's a real dream. So he goes back to the station, and my character walks past him, and Dave, you can tell by his facial expression, thinks that he recognises him, but he's not entirely sure. And then when you see me look at him, that was kind of like, oh no, right, that's it. Oh no, Dave's just paranoid, like it was all just a dream, it's not actually real. Dave at the front of the shot and me at the back of the shot, getting onto the same train, and then again we see Dave just kind of checking to see if it's me or if it was the masked character, obviously because the outfits have been kept the same. And then when my face finally reveals, that's when that's like the final plot twist is, oh no, not the final plot twist, but when the plot twists and it thickens, and it's like, wow, so it was actually a dream, but now it's come to real life. So what we did from here, we just changed it so that it would kind of be like, when it fades to black and then it comes back to the train, no one's on the train. And it just kind of adds yet another mystery to this already mysterious video, when you kind of think, oh, it's a dream, right? Oh, Dave's woken up. That's it. It's all finished. Then we see me with the golden mask on again. It's like, was it a dream? Is it real? Who knows? And then again, at the end of the video, no one's on the train, and the final shot is literally just the leaflet, and the music fades out, and the audience is left with a question of, is this real? Because now Dave's obviously woken up and all this has happened, so it must be real. But there's always that question of like, what? So yeah, I hope that answers a few questions. Obviously, because it's such a mysterious video, I thought that the director's commentary would not only answer a few questions, but also show the examiners and as well as the audience why we made a few of the decisions. So yeah, this has been Sam for Scenes Productions, the editor and director of the music video.